Today, I'm afraid we might lose a few crochet friends out here. Why? Because I am going to be sharing all of my controversial crochet takes that might make some people really uncomfortable. We will be starting out milder, but it's gonna get juicier as we go along in the video. So in this video, I will be sharing all of my controversial opinions about crochet that might cause crochet community to cancel me. And if you strongly disagree with me, just let me know in the comments below. Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Tuba and I'm a crochet artist and a designer, and on this channel I make videos related to crochet. So if that is something you are interested in, come join in and subscribe. So as I told you in the introduction of this video, today I am going to be talking about my controversial opinions about crochet that I have been holding back on for quite some time, but today I thought that I'll sit down and compile it in the form of video. So yeah, let's just get started. But before we get into the video, a quick disclaimer that these are just my personal opinions. I am not attacking anybody in this video. I am not directing my opinions towards anybody specific in this video. Everything that I'm going to say is just my own opinions, and you have total freedom to disagree with me. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, and so yes, this video is just my own opinions, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, let's just start milder. Factory knots. I know a lot of people in crochet community, they hate factory knots. They get irritated by them. They make videos and reels about how irritating they are and how much they hate it. But personally, I am completely unbothered by them. I mean, it's just a knot. You can just pull it tight. If it is not coming undone, then what's the bother? I just trim it off and just continue working. But if I feel like it's not going to survive, I just cut the yarn, make the French knot, and continue crocheting. I mean, I don't get the idea behind stopping there and making a video out of it when all you could just do is continue crocheting. I mean, I understand they are unpleasant to look at, but it's a yarn. You cannot expect the yarn to not have knots at all, because obviously they're gonna have knots here or there. So yeah, completely unbothered. On to number 2. So center pull or outer pull? Well, in my opinion, I am a center pull girly through and through. No matter how much yarn barf I get from doing the center pull, I will always be a center pull girly, because I cannot be bothered by chasing my yarn throughout the living room or wherever I'm crocheting by doing the outer pull. I don't know. I just cannot keep my tension when working with the outer pull, and I don't understand how people do it. But yeah, center pull is far more easier and smoother to work with. I do get yarn buff here and there, and there have been instances where I've gotten a baby yarn out of the bigger skein that I was center pulling from, but I'm still unbothered by it, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Center pull is always going to be my favorite way of pulling the yarn. Number 3, and another milder one, magic rings or chain method. Well, I have nothing against magic rings. I know how to do a magic ring. It is easier. I don't find it difficult, but I will still always do the chain 2 method, because I find it is much more secure and it's easier. I don't know. I have not found any issues with it. People say that you cannot pull things close. There's still a hole, but I never encountered it. And yeah, so I'm always a chain 2 person. And especially working with amigurumi with chenille yarn, I cannot do the magic ring for the life of me. I can never pull the yarn without snagging on it. And full disclosure, I started the chain 2 method when I started making amigurumi, and I have not looked back. I was like, why did I never know about chain 2 method? Because once I learned it, I never went back to using the magic ring again. Okay, number 4 is about crochet hooks. So in my opinion, if you have tried handled hooks, there is no going back. No matter if they're ergonomic, no matter if they're just regular handled hooks, but if you have tried handled hooks once, you cannot go back to those stick crochet hooks. And the hooks with handles, in my opinion, are far superior than those stick hooks. And I have worked with both of them. I used to work with stick hooks previously, and I have used the regular handled hooks as well. But ever since I've started using ergonomic hooks, I have never looked back. I have tried using my older hooks, but I cannot for the life of me work with them. So in my opinion, an ergonomic hook is always better than a regular handled hook, and a handled hook is always better than your standard stick hooks, the ones that you get in metal and bamboo form. Yeah, never going back towards those. Number 5, granny squares. Oh my god, people love granny squares, and there is a huge market for granny squares. People keep making garments and all sorts of accessories and whatnot with granny squares, but I have a love-hate relationship with granny squares. I mean, what do you mean that I have to make hundreds of granny squares, then sew them together, and then deal with thousands of loose ends to weave in the end? That doesn't make sense to me. And just because of that reason, I have a huge project that is sitting in my cupboard for over a year now that I just cannot be bothered with. The granny squares are all complete, and only I know how I've completed those, and now I cannot just bring myself to sew them all together because I know once I start sewing them together, there is a huge number of loose ends that I'll have to sew in, and it is going to be a huge hassle sewing them all together. And yeah, that is my biggest struggle with granny squares. I love the look of granny squares. I find them really aesthetic and really pleasing to the eye. They have such interesting patterns as well. Like, people keep making so many great variations of granny squares, but oh my god, I just cannot do with granny squares. One granny square, give me that, I'll do it. But what do you mean I have to make a blanket out of granny squares or a sweater out of granny squares? Yeah, I just cannot do that. Number 6, acrylic yarn is a villain. Who said that? I mean, I see people talking bad about acrylic yarn over and over again, but I don't understand why people are making it out to be the villain. I mean, it is such a great yarn to work with, great for beginners. It is good for certain seasons. For example, in winter, you would want to be in acrylic, and there are people out there who cannot wear wool, such as people like myself. And it is non-scratchy. Wool sometimes can be scratchy, but acrylic is never scratchy. It is so soft, and if you're using the right brand and right yarn in acrylic, I mean, it can be so great to work with. I don't understand the hate it gets. I will never be an acrylic yarn hater. And yeah, I don't get the people who hate on acrylic yarn so much. They make it feel like it's a poor people yarn, but I mean, it doesn't look any different from any other yarns. When you're wearing a crocheted sweater made with wool or acrylic yarn, nobody can tell a difference unless you are a true enthusiast about materials of yarn and all of that stuff. Yeah, it all looks the same to me. Okay, on to number 7. Give me all the crochet garments in the world to crochet and wear them, but a crochet bottom, especially pants and shorts, not gonna happen. Never. I can make all the garments, sweaters, accessories like headbands, beanies, whatever you give me, I'll make it and I'll wear it. But a crochet pant or a crochet short, I can never get on board with that. I don't know, the idea of it is completely insane to me. I cannot imagine myself wearing it, because growing up I've worn quite a lot of woven or knitted or those kinds of fabrics as bottoms as well, and the idea of wearing a crocheted bottom, it just kills me inside. Oh my god. I am not that person, and I really judge people who wear it. I mean, they look stunning, they look stylish, but I just cannot do that. I know people are coming for me right now in the comments. I can feel you all just typing angrily in the comments, but yeah, not a crochet bottom person. I'll still make a skirt though. I would love to make a skirt, but anything that touches my skin on my legs, no. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so on to the next one. Crocheted garments made with thinner yarns are far more professional looking, and they look more polished and like really great compared to any garment that is made with bulky yarn like size 5 or size 6 yarn. In my opinion, any garment that is made in bulkier yarn, it looks lazy to me. Like, looking at it, it looks lazy. But if you are going to make anything in, for example, size 3 or size 2 yarn and even size 4 yarn, it looks far more polished, professional, and really unique and like intricate. But anything made with bulkier yarn, I don't know, it just looks tacky to me. And believe me or not, I have made stuff with bulkier yarn myself, and I don't like it compared to like anything made in smaller yarn. So yeah, especially the things that I've made with size 3 yarn and even like size 2 yarn, yeah, it looks great. And so continuing on to that fact, my favorite yarn sizes are size 2, size 3 and size 4. Anything higher than that, it doesn't work, and anything smaller than size 2, I won't be able to crochet for the life of me. I tried making something in fingering weight yarn just this morning, and I just gave up like after doing the chains. It was so hard for me to work with. Like, I've tried several times in the past as well, but I find it so hard. Maybe at some point I will be able to, but right now size 2, size 3 and size 4 yarns are my heroes, and anything above that, no. Okay, so next one is going to be about chenille yarn, and people, they really like hate on chenille yarn, and I don't get the hate about chenille yarn either. I mean, it is the softest yarn out there. I don't know why people hate it. I love working with chenille yarn, especially for amigurumi. I mean, it's the best yarn out there for amigurumi. And also people say that you cannot have like quite a lot of texture or like features or something like that with chenille yarn. I mean, people, I think they haven't tried hard enough, but I have seen quite intricate patterns that are designed with chenille yarn, and I know like if you want to, you can really put in features with chenille yarn as well. So yeah, I know there's a huge community hating on chenille yarn, but I love chenille yarn, especially for amigurumi, and I sometimes dream about making a garment with chenille yarn. Although in my last controversial opinion, I told you like anything with bulkier yarn is lazy, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try and make something out of it. But yeah, I will make a garment with chenille yarn at a certain point and see how well it goes. But yeah, I don't get the hate against chenille yarn either. Okay, so next one is going to ruffle quite a lot of feathers, but I'm still gonna say it. Crochet community has become really oversaturated, especially with people who have learned crochet because it was trending as a get-rich scheme, not realizing that it's an art form and you require quite a lot of patience, attention and practice to master this art, and it is still not as profitable as you think it is, because you've seen some good successful creators out there or crocheters out there who are making some money in this business. You just think it is like trendy right now and you learn it. Yeah, they have made the market really saturated, and I think it is because of these people that crochet has lost the value that it had at certain point. And that is like what my opinion is, and that is what my observation has been recently. Yeah, every other person is learning to crochet and they are not like taking the time to master the skill. They're just out there trying to sell something, and that has left a bad taste in quite a lot of people's mouth because they feel like crochet is tacky, it doesn't look good, and they do not realize it is because the people who are selling these things that they're not liking are not skilled enough. So yeah, here I said it. Now you can go all bash me in the comments below. I'll be waiting. Okay, another juicy one. I don't understand the people who still believe that crochet is just a granny hobby. And by granny hobby, they're trying to degrade crochet and make it feel like it is an outdated thing of sorts. I mean, what do you mean? Do you not understand that crochet is such a skill to have? It is an art form and you can create such great things with crochet. Do you not see all of the crochet artists doing great things out there? I mean, why do you still think that anybody who crochets has a granny soul, or maybe like it is something that only grannies or old people should do? Why not young people enjoy art as well? I mean, it's such a therapeutic thing to do, whether it's a hobby or a business. Such a great thing. I mean, try it for yourself and you'll see. And if you think like crochet things are tacky or like they're unusable and they don't look great, I think you have not looked deep enough. Crochet pieces are so intricate. I've seen such great designs made by such great designers, and I'm always in awe of the people who are designing such great things in crochet. I don't have much to say for those people who still think that it's a granny art and only older people should do it, and like these things are just for fun and they're not wearable. They should look at all of the things that crochet can do. And you can make such stylish and really intricate pieces with crochet that are completely usable. And when people are wearing those pieces, other people who do not understand that this is crochet, they're always in awe. And I have experienced that myself. Certain pieces that are wear outside, some people ask me where did I get that from, and I have to tell them that it is handmade. So yeah, people have this wrong idea that crochet pieces, since they are handmade, they're not good, they're not wearable, or maybe like they are outdated pieces or something like that. Like they mean it in a degrading way. And to those people, I want to say, you don't have a taste. Okay, so for the next one, I might come under the wrath of knitting community as well. I know that knitted garments, they look polished, but in my opinion, crocheted garments are equally polished. They look equally intricate. You just need the right stitch, the right hook, and the right yarn for the project that you're working with. If you don't have the right tools and you don't understand it well, then obviously they're not going to look as great. But in my opinion, crocheted garments give full competition to knitted garments, and anybody who believes otherwise, you can go fight with me in the comment box below, but I'm not gonna change my opinion. Okay, so the next one is going to be a little milder, but I don't get the hype of temperature blankets. In my opinion, they are a complete waste of time. I mean, yeah, it is a good challenge, but I don't get the hype of it. Like, why would you want to crochet a temperature blanket? Like, what significance does a temperature of a whole year hold to you that you're going to put in a whole lot of effort to like crochet a blanket out of it? Like, you are going to waste quite a lot of time just crocheting based on the temperature of the day. That doesn't sit right with me. I don't know, I don't get the idea. I am fascinated by the color palettes that people use in these temperature blankets, and I'm always impressed with like how creative some people can get with these temperature blankets. But other than that, yeah, I don't get the hype of it. Like, you can use certain other things that hold value to you and your life, but a random year in your life, you decide like, I'm going to record the temperature of each day in a year and I'm just going to crochet a blanket out of it. It doesn't make sense. Like, you can make a crochet blanket of your birth year. That does sound like interesting, maybe, but a random year in your life and you're just like going crazy after it, I don't get the idea. So yeah, and last but not the least, and this one is going to make people mad, but not everybody should design patterns. Yeah, there, I said it. There are people out there who write patterns, and I mean, there's one page of pattern where they will be like, use whatever yarn you like, whatever hook you like, and just like crochet as many chains as you want. And then like, I don't know, they're very vague instructions in there. They are just going to like tell you how a sweater construction might go. Like maybe they're going to be like, for this cardigan, like make 3 panels this size and this size and this size. Yeah, this is not a pattern. I would not like to pay for that pattern, and these people should not write patterns. I mean, pattern is something where you sit down, you make some calculations, you grade it for different sizes, and then you write instructions for each of the sizes in detail, including pictures, including instructions, and everything, stitch counts. There is quite a lot of like science, as you can say. There's an art to writing pattern as well. And so yes, some people should really stop designing patterns. And that is all. So yeah, I did it right there. I was so scared to make this video, but I finally did it. Those were all of my controversial crochet hot takes. And I know some of you might have agreed to some of those things, and for others, I think I'm anticipating quite a lot of like angry comments in the comment section, and I'm ready for it, honestly. And I think it's always good starting a debate about certain topic, and I think some of the things that I talked about in this video as a controversial hot take, those are the things that we should be talking about, especially about the pattern designing and like oversaturation of the crochet community. These are some of the serious topics, and yeah, I will be waiting for all the comments under this video. And I believe crochet community is really huge. There is like quite a lot of different people in here, and everybody is entitled to their own opinions. Everybody is like allowed to do things their own way. I don't hate on anybody specifically. That was not my intention with this video. It's just that what I feel like, right? And you can agree or disagree completely, and your opinion is equally valued. I just want to know what you think about that, and if you have some controversial opinions of your own, just let me know in the comments below. Don't hold back. I know I haven't held back any of my opinions. So yeah, I hope you found this video entertaining, and thank you so much for watching. I will end this video here, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay connected. Bye.